Lord have mercy.
Yeah, as always.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is the King and I Life podcast hosted by myself, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my homie, my brother.
Son Soul Lex up in here.
Look here. My man is on the road, but he's going hard in the paint with it. So bear with us as we rock this out. We have our special guest in the house, Miss T-LOW.
Yeah, she has T-LOW.
How you doing this evening, you lovely lady? Oh no, I can't hear you now. Oh Lord, this is the night of technical difficulties. Ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen, do you hear me?
ain't it for us?
Oh man, this is the night of technical difficulties, but we're gonna push through it, man. We're gonna push through this. We have a good topic for y'all, friends of the opposite sex. While Miss T-LOW gets her audio together, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Tune in on Facebook and YouTube. Follow us on whatever podcast platform that you subscribe to, prefer to listen on, all that good stuff. Son Solex, you got anything else to say to the people?
Yes, man. Make sure y'all hit us up on that Patreon. That's where all the fun really comes undone because we can be a little bit more frank and off the chain with it. But anything other than that, you guys can hit us up at KINGANDEYE369 at gmail.com. Again, that's KingandI369 at gmail.com. Again, if you want to come on to the show, chop it up with us. If you have some topic suggestions that you would like to hear us talk about, please feel free to email that in to us.
Yes. Miss T-LOW.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my goodness. We have vocals over there, honey.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So before we jump into our topic, friends of the opposite sex, tell the people a little bit about yourself and your background and your ventures and stuff like that.
Well, my name is T-LOW, and that stands for the lover of words. I've been doing poetry, professionally for about 10 years now. I put shows together. I gather talent. I am a mother. I am a lover of all words, and we're going to find that out tonight.
Yes,
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being with us tonight. So, you said they're going to find out that you're a lover of words. Does that mean you're going to drop some verses on the people, or we just going to, engage in this conversation?
It depends on the swing, but maybe.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. I can dig it. So yes, it's great to have you on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, your son Solex is on the line because he's doing his grind, but he's banging it out with us. So we're gonna get into it. The topic today is friends of the opposite sex. It is the age-old debate, but we want to attempt to get to the root of it objectively. Can single women and men really be close friends without crossing the line when there is a one-sided attraction? We had a brief discussion about this a couple of days ago, and the way that conversation went, it leads me to believe that we're going to have a very, very, very spirited debate on this one, and I do look forward to it. So what do y'all have to say on that so far?
conversation. I had some time to think about it, and I'm still. It's like a yes and no thing for me. It's very particular for me. It's very particular. Um, I feel a way about it. To be honest, I feel a way about it, and I think I'm the only one right here on this show that feels that way. So, what's your opinion on it?
So Lex, I'll let you give your opinion first.
All right. So my thing is this. I feel that they can be friends to a certain extent. Um, in some cases, when you have a friend of the opposite sex, they might like you, but they're not going to say anything out of respect for your current situation. So I can totally respect that and salute that. But at the same time, um, they're just waiting for the crack in the door, as they say. So it's
Come
kind
on.
of like it's kind of like yeah, baby girl, I got you. I'll be your shoulder to cry on, but that D to ride on a little bit later. I'm just
Oh,
gonna play my role right now. Play my role right now.
oh
So
my goodness. I
uh,
can't take it with y'all right now.
I think they can be friends, but again, there has to be certain boundaries kind of set in place and established at the beginning of that friendship.
I feel you.
They can be friends, but
I
again,
I think I think it's possible to be friends without crossing the line. Uh, because out the gate, I feel like out the gate you're gonna be attracted to people regardless.
True.
And I think in the beginning that's what brings people together. There's some type of attraction there, but you have to establish whether it's uh passively or actively, you establish where that friendship is going. um but I think it's very possible, and even if you're attracted to the person, as long as you don't cross no boundaries and no lines, disrespect, anything like that, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Listen, having, for example, having friends of the opposite sex is fine if you're single. You know what I mean? And
Uh-huh.
if you can pull it off, then that's fine. But eventually, they will creep up in there. You cry on their shoulder. They're lonely. You're lonely. But when you're in a relationship, you really have to limit those types of relationships, and that's just how I feel about it. Because I mean, when your mate fights with you, he goes and he talks to them. They say the right things. They're the pillow and all that. And next thing you know, someone who comes around you knows all your business, and I don't know. It's almost like she she's winning the race that I thought I already won or something.
Mm. Oh man, it's getting steamy in here already.
yeah, man.
So let's jump into the first talking point. Let's discuss some of the root causes for this issue. And under that, could it be I know a lot of people who say this can't be and blah blah blah. Could it be from past negative um experiences that they feel this way?
Of course, of course. I mean, from my own personal experiences, I only have one male friend, and the rest. I mean, that line when you're like in the club, it's, we just want to be friends. We can be friends. It is impossible. I think it's impossible in those types of circumstances, especially when you meet men. For me, when I meet men in those types of areas where you can't even explain how you got their number in your phone because you met them at the damn boogie room down the street. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if we grew up together, if I can bring you around who I'm with and it not be uncomfortable. I think that when a man and a woman are friends, they have a certain type of language that they have with each other, a certain type of comfort they have with each other, and I believe that they change it
Mm-hmm.
when they're around, the girlfriend or the boyfriend. So if you have to change the dynamic of your relationship when you're in front of other people, then I think that's when you're crossing the line. You know what I mean?
I get it. But when you put it like that, I look at it like this. Your dynamic with friends, period, changes when you're around certain people. Like let's just say you have a female friend. And y'all act one way when y'all together. When you're around your significant other, y'all gonna act a different way. It may not be totally different, but you might not have the same discussions with your girlfriend and the body language and the communication with your girlfriend when y'all by yourself that you have when your significant others around. So if I look at it from that point of view, then of course that's going to happen, but I don't think that should determine or say that you can't have a friend of the opposite sex.
I mean, how often do they get together? I mean, you got to give me, what's the limit? How often do they get together before it becomes uncomfortable? Like what type of friend? You have all types of friends, but when does it get uncomfortable? Like when they call you late at night, or when you go to the movies with them, or um maybe dinner, or when I don't like that. I just don't like it.
So Lex, what you got?
Don't like this.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, come across the original question again, because I'm often, my thoughts are going crazy right now. Give me the
Oh,
original
Okay.
question again.
so we're gonna discuss some of the root causes, and the first thing under that is past negative experiences.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that it is based off of your previous experiences. There may have been that girlfriend or boyfriend, that led you to believe it was one relationship, but it actually turned out to be another one. Um, so when you come across those type of situations, yeah, it definitely affects you and make you, think twice going forth with any relationship after that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm the type that my female friends, we don't go out and kick it.
Right.
It's very rare that we even talk to each other. Um, when we do talk, it is mostly, laughing and joking. Uh, when it comes down to, like really personal things, I try to keep that to a minimum because I feel like don't talk to me about it, talk to your man about it. We
Right.
cool and everything, we good. If he beat your behind or something like that, call me, I got you.
Right.
I'm on my way. But anything on the outside of that, I don't want to hear about what he taking you through and he
Right.
doing this and he doing that. Hey, you got to take that up with him or take it up with your home girl. I'm not the person to have that conversation with.
Right.
Uh, as
Well,
far as like,
I like you. Yeah, that's how you do it. You see? You see how he's describing that? You see, I like that.
Oh
Yes.
man.
I felt that shit in my
but
show.
the thing about it though is, I've offered uh, my friends to meet my significant other, my wife, and they're like, cool, no problem. But my wife
Yeah, sure.
would be like, no, I don't want to meet them.
Right.
And I get it. She has a comfort zone where she doesn't want to go past, and I get it. No offense to her, it's all good. Um, but at the same time, I would never ever have someone in the same room with her or the same space as her if me and that other person had a flirtatious type of friendship. Because even though we know it ain't going nowhere, me and her, my significant other might look at that shit and be like, "Nigga, I'm gonna punch you in your eye." So
Right.
I just leave it at that.
Oh
But to
Right.
this
man.
day, we've been married close to 12 years. To this day, she's never met any of my female friends.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Um I don't know. I don't know. Look, when it comes to past negative experiences, and I'm gonna encompass what both of y'all. I'm gonna try to encompass what both of y'all said. Um, I think a big problem is past negative experiences. So this may not apply to either one of y'all, but let's just say you were in a relationship or you experienced a friend of yours in their relationship where they had a friend and you know it turned out that friend had been more than a friend, so you may be jaded against bringing uh so-called friends of yours around your significant other, or your mate may feel that way, and you may feel that way about your mate having friends of the opposite sex and bringing them around. But on the flip side of that, um how do you have balanced friendships if you can only say, all right, I don't I don't have, or I'm not going to have friends of the opposite sex. One, and then two, don't you think it's if you do have friends of the opposite sex, don't you think it's rather suspicious if you keep them in a corner somewhere? Because I'm taking that kind of like,
Mm.
all right, well, I have friends of the opposite sex. I'm gonna laugh and joke and hee ha ha with them when I'm not around my significant other because I don't want my significant other to feel uncomfortable.
I
I
see.
mean, I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I see your point, but you shouldn't have all that hee hee ha ha so much behind my back either. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have all that shit. Period. Look, I'm on. Look, Soul Toucher. I'm. Listen. Listen. Like, if you can't bring her around and act the same in front of me, I don't want her around. I don't want her around. Period. But I have to be respectful towards my mate. Okay. He knows I'm a little crazy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit possessive. And the thing with me is that back in the day, right? Um, I always felt like I was in a really good relationship, and my girlfriends, they weren't necessarily. And
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like if they could, they would. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that I can't trust them. I just don't. I don't put it past anyone because
Right.
there's always somebody really close to you. You know, it's always someone that says hello. You know what I mean? Like the one that truly has her foot in the door is always someone that came to the barbecue. You know what I mean? And I don't want to befriend someone who I know that as soon as I maybe do something that gets on my man's nerves, she's there to comfort him. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Go talk to your mans. Go play poker. Go to the barbershop. You know, talk to your cousins. You know, don't talk to her ass. She creeping. She creeping. So touch y'all. She waiting for my dude, yo. Because listen, I always thought to myself, if I like him, he's amazing. You know, if I like him, which I don't really like many people, but if I like you, you're amazing. You know,
Uh-huh.
you're well mannered. You know, you converse well. You smell good. You look good. Personality is top notch for me. And I know that a woman would just sit there and just love to just talk to him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He'll talk better than her man, and that's guaranteed. You know, whole time the fucking woman is lonely, talking to my man all day. You know, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so that kind of jumps into the next point. Deeply ingrained trust issues, because to me that sounds like trust issues. Like if if you're saying it's always the chick at the barbecue, it's always the one that's lonely. Don't you think that's like some, trust issue that's buried around somewhere? Because I would venture to say,
Mhm.
why even have that negative thought? Like, if you are comfortable in your relationship, then just be comfortable in your relationship. Um, what was another thing that you said? You said talk to your mans, talk to your cousin. Like, your male friends for men and female friends for females, they don't always give you the best shoulder to lean on when it comes to dealing with your person, because they're always going, 9 times out of 10, they're always going to be team you. You could be dead ass wrong, and they're going to tell you what you want to hear. To whereas, let's say you have a male friend and you go to him, or for the guys, they got a female friend, they go to that female and they say, look, this joker getting on my nerves, or blah blah blah, and this, that, and the other. Now, I'm not discounting anything that y'all say, because hey, there are some opportunities where it's like, woe is me, and you go to that friend and it's like, but at the same time, if you have a genuine friend, they can give you genuine feedback.
Mhm.
And another thing you said about, um why do you got to be, sneaking around to be hee hee ha ha? Maybe it's not sneaking around. Like, let's just say me and you together, and I know that you feel a certain way about my female friends, and it's like, I know ain't nothing going on, and I've beat it, beat the horse dead that is nothing ever going on, but you still have a problem with me having female friends. What do I do? Cut off my female friends because you have a problem with it?
No, I don't like to interrupt someone's life. I more so find a man that doesn't have too many of them. I don't want to meet a man and change him. That's not my
Mm-hmm.
style. If I meet a man and he has a lot of female friends, I'll give it a chance. I'll meet the friends. I'll feel the vibes. And if I don't like it, I'll just bail out, and I'll bail out early enough for us to have a great detachment. You know what I mean? So,
Damn it.
you get my point?
I get your point. So Lex, what you got?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't
I
want to go.
mean, the thing about it is, for me, I'll say this. When it comes down to my female friends, again, my wife is more than, able to meet any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a lot to begin with. And again, when I do talk to them, it's very far in between times, like maybe once or twice every 3 months, something like that. We see something real funny, we'll call and, chop it up with each other. But her female friends, I met a good portion of them. I can't say I met all of them,
What are you about to say?
but it's cool as hell. I
Okay.
mean, we talk. She can walk out the room, whatever, and that's just what it is. It's just a conversation. But the thing about it is, if my wife leave, I leave.
Right.
There ain't no me hanging around to see what's going on. I'm a real easy guy to talk to. I have been told, but again, when it comes down to her friends, I don't want to hear about your personal, because I'm not the one to have that conversation with. And
Right.
that's another thing about me is I don't bring up my personal with my female friends,
Okay.
because they although we cool as hell, everything's good. I'm not gonna leave that door cracked or give you that idea of, okay, yeah, the next time he go talking about how she don't do this and she don't do that, I'm just gonna slide on in. You know
Y'all
what I'm
killing
saying?
me.
There's this song called the Cleanup Woman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
If you guys know the blues, you know the Cleanup Woman. If not, go to YouTube, look it up. Cleanup Woman. She's waiting for you to, for the female to mess up so she can come in and sweep him up off his feet.
Yes.
So I mean, it to me it comes down to the male or the female in that situation, because you have to be the one who regulates everybody. if you have a situation, you know what the limits are and the regulations are. So as long as you can, be wise enough and not think with that little head, everything's everything.
Mm.
But again, you just can't leave that door cracked.
How do you guys feel about money?
As
Let,
far as what?
yeah, letting say one of your female friends, needs some money. Would you give it to her? I mean, would you tell your partner that you gave her some money?
I'm a keep it real. If me and my partner have a solid relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and a female friend of mine come to me and be like, "Hey, I need to borrow like $200-300, whatever the case may be," of course I'm gonna talk to my partner about it.
Are you going to
But
give it to her?
if my partner is okay with it and it doesn't take from our house, but again, I'm checking with my partner, making sure it's cool with her. I'm not going to just be like, all right, you need a couple of dollars here. Let me slide it to you, and then don't say nothing to my partner about it. That is totally disrespectful. Um, so
What if your
yeah,
partner's
that
not with it?
huh?
What if your partner's not with it? What if your partner says absolutely not? And your friend still needed it really bad and you were the only one who had the money available? Would you sneak and do it?
I'm not gonna sneak and do anything.
All right.
At the end of the day, uh, if I'm not gonna turn my back on my friend, if this has been my friend for 10, 15 years, and we've been rocking hard as friends and nothing more, then it shouldn't be a problem. Um, and for me, if I'm with a female who has those type of issues, then I'm going to have to really look at that relationship that I have with this woman, because at the end of the day, um, these were my friends who were there before her. If we have this long-standing friendship, and I've done everything in my power to create an atmosphere for where my lady knows who my friends are and she accepts my friends, then it should not be an issue. Now, yes, there's limits to that. I'm not going to go and give you like thousands of dollars in this, that, and the other. But if something small like that, and again, if you've been my friend for any number of years, then I should not have a problem doing that. And my significant other, you know, being my side, my rib, should understand that. And I would understand her if she had friends like that.
I'll say, when it comes down to friends and borrowing money or need some help, I definitely discuss it with my wife. Uh, I've never had a female friend come at me like that, but anytime we've had people, who say, "Hey, I need to borrow a few dollars uh, here and there," we both always discuss it with each other. If it's one of her friends who needs some money, hey, give her what she need or give them what they need. I ain't got no problem with it. As long as you pay me back my money, we good.
Okay.
There have been certain situations where they needed money, and I know that it's going to be a while before they can even consider paying me back. I'll tell my wife, "Hey, just tell them to keep it." So there's no way that that little bit of uncomfortableness comes up later of, "Hey, we cool, but I need my damn money back." No, just keep it. Do what you got to do. I hope that whatever you got to do with it. I hope it gets done. So I don't like holding that over friends or having that uncomfortable feeling when it comes down to money.
Right.
But again, if you say, "Hey, I got you today. Give me 2 days, I'll pay you right back." Sure, no problem. But again, I always discuss money with my wife. It's not an issue.
Okay.
So let me ask this,
All right.
because Tilo brought that up. Um, does it matter if the friend is a male or a female? I mean, let's just say one of my homeboys came to me and was like, "Yo, my man, I need like $200-300. Um, the same way. I'm gonna bring it to my lady. Does it matter if it's a male or a female?"
No, I actually agree
Yeah.
with you guys. I was just wondering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys, I like the way you guys explain that. Yes, I'm in agreement. Definitely.
No, it don't make a difference, man.
Yeah. Just
So the next point under that is perceptions from entertainment, social media platforms, and romance novels, because we know in today's time we see a lot of that fuckery and nonsense on TV, on social media, World Star. You read about it in romance novels and stuff like that. So, do you think that that also helps frames people's minds and feeling like you can't have friends of the opposite sex?
Oh, definitely it impacts it. I mean, it plants that idea in your head, your man or your female's head that at any time, if I make my significant other mad to the point that it might open up that door. And they give you plenty of damn TV shows and movies and even commercials have gotten in on that. So,
right.
I mean, let's be real about it. I think it does.
hmm I think it does.
Tila, what you think about that?
I think it does as well. Everything that we see and capture goes in, and some of it goes out, but a lot of it stays in. And sometimes subconsciously we don't know what's going on, but it's like we carry that aura. We carry that distrust, and then when we see it on TV, and it's a part of what entertains us, it's a part of what we like, but we don't like it done to us, but we love to watch it. You know what I mean?
And that's the crazy part about it.
Yeah, it stays with
Good
us.
point. Good point.
Yeah, it's entertainment now, so it's almost like, yes, it can happen to you, because it even happens to the people that we put on the pedestal. For example, I don't want to go there with it, but you guys get my point.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I think that's a bigger issue when it comes to the average person, because um it's everywhere, and we all consume it so much that subconsciously, yes, it sits in the back of our mind. And at Tilo, as you were saying, if it's your dude, he smells good, he looks good, he's
yeah,
great, he's this, he's that. If you think that, there's no telling what number of other people think that.
exactly.
And it's whether they're friends, associates, or whatever the case may be. um yes, if we think that of the person that we're with, of course a lot of people are going to think that of that person. But then that's where the perceptions from entertainment and all that come in. That's where deeply ingrained trust issues come in. That's where past experiences come in. So I think whatever is going on in society kind of frames a lot of our thinking when it comes to that. And we kind of don't detach from that, and we
Right.
just laser focus in on our situations and be like, I refuse to allow that to happen to me. Um, and on top of that, I feel like, because a lot of us do that, we kind of create a situation to where we may not be aware that we're causing friction inside of our relationships.
hmm
What do y'all think about that?
I'll let you have that one, T.
You know, I think people are just well aware. I think people are well aware they're causing friction in their relationship. I just
Mm-hmm.
think that we're at this time in life where it's just people care less.
Mm.
A lot of people feel like their relationship is replaceable. They feel as though even if a woman can do everything perfectly, they still want one on the side. You know what I mean? We it's like and then on top of that, since this whole topic is about can men and women have a platonic relationship, and then you accompany that with the times that we're in, and this just builds up so much anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to fake the funk. It's hard
Mm-hmm.
to have a woman around your man all the time and not feel as though maybe she likes him, because I mean you like him, and don't let it be a coworker. Someone who they're around more times than you. You know what I mean? And typically, you know, the coworker, that type of environment at work, they tend to get the best of you, since that's like the morning. They get all your energy, they get all your smiles, you know, they get all, depending on your work environment, if you're able to be yourself in that type of environment, they get a lot of your personality. And then you come home and, you know, your woman gets what's left of you. Now, if your woman knows that you have a relationship with someone that you, of the opposite sex, that you find comfort in talking to and all that, any woman would feel away. You know, I'm just the one that will let you know I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I hope that every time a woman feels that way, I hope it's not an insecure thing. You know, I'm not an insecure woman. I just know, I just can feel things. You know, there are certain times when I don't say anything because it feels as though it doesn't need to be anything to be said about certain energies, right? But other ones, it's like a woman, I know who wants my man. You know what I'm saying? I know who wants him. I can tell. You know, I know how she, you know, ooh, you know. You know? And don't let her be single. Listen, if the woman is in a relationship, guys, that makes me feel more secure. She can come over with her man, da 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 da. It can still happen, but like the energy is balanced. You understand? She's not there entertaining my man, conversing fully with my man. Her man is in the picture, so it's like a good energy going around, like a good feng shui, you know. But if like my man has a female best friend and like she's always around because that's like his partner, we're gonna have a problem, you know. And like I don't know if you guys know about this Portia thing. I don't know if you guys watch.
I haven't been following it,
but it's about a woman who met a woman, and now, you know, they were acquaintances, I think, and now the woman is with her husband. You know, like, listen, don't play with me.
Oh man, oh man.
You know, like for example, your poetry is very erotic. It's a very sexy experience.
Right.
So say you're at a show with your woman, and your poetry, it like ignites something within anyone who's in any perimeter of listening to it, right? So if you gain friendships from that environment with that poetry, I'm not gonna respect that if I was your woman.
Wow, really?
Now you can have it, like for example, me and you, how we are like we are associates. We have poetry in common. We're doing this podcast together. That's kind of fun because we're in the same realm. We do the same things. But as a fan of your poetry, if she's just a fan and she's not in the poetry world, I mean, I don't want her number in your phone. She can't be your friend if she met you under those circumstances. So it's very iffy, you know, because you and that poetry, you know, she want to throw her drawers at you.
Don't do me like that.
You know she does. She don't judge you.
I get. You know what? I can't even. Honestly, I can't even dispute that. I totally get that, because that's one of those things where it's like, if you're not a poet or an artist of some sort, and you're just a fan, and you know, I may say a line and your panties start to get wet and your legs start twitching like a cricket or whatever the case may be, and you know, you come up to me, oh he. I get that. I get that. I get that. I get it. That is a type of a situation to where I can't be too friendly with the interaction. I definitely have to be like, oh, thank you for enjoying blah blah blah. Hope you come out again and enjoy the artist or whatever the case may be. So I totally get where you're coming from on that. Now you was talking about the Portia thing. That's one of those situations to where we're like in the song "No New Friends." Like,
right,
you gain this new person out of whatever interactions, and you immediately have them around your significant other, and it's like, oh, this joker's plotting on me, that's a no-go.
Right,
But
but just say you met a friend like that a couple years ago,
mm-hmm,
2-3 years ago, and you can count that as one of those relationships that you've had for a long time.
mm-hmm.
You understand? So it all depends on context, and it's all detailed. That's why, I don't play with my man at all. I don't. I try to act normal, y'all. You guys should see me. I'm like, hi, how you doing? But my hellos are never too friendly with women friends. Like, I kind of want them to know that I don't play. I don't know, yo. And I've never been cheated on that I know of. I've never experienced it myself, but I just know that my man is just the bomb or something. Like if I'm with you, I think you the bomb. You know what I mean? And I know she like you because I she has to.
Why? But why does she have to? Like, she may like him as just a friend. Why do you feel like in your heart that she likes him like that?
Let me tell you why. Because personally, my partner has a great personality. Like, he can really talk to you.
Right.
He can really vibe off what you're saying. He can make you feel important. Even if it's on a level 2, that level 2 might ignite something in you. I'm telling you, the lonely world. You know what I mean? And he's handsome, well groomed. He's successful. You know what I mean? That's why I try to act cool. I act cool because I don't want my partner to feel like, damn, you can't bring Lena around, da 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 da. But I have been in situations where I have been with someone and their friend try to holler at me on the low. So yeah, like they try to they like my food. They like the way I cook and shit. So they felt as though the person wasn't good enough. Or maybe they were doing something behind my back that made him feel as though he wanted to give me a one-up on that. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I've had it the other way around. It's never been done to me like a woman try to take my man, but I've been around situations where a man's friend was attracted to me. And I also been in a situation with one of my female friends. I can literally feel that her man is attracted to me. So, listen, that's all I'm gonna say to you two. Okay, boogers.
So Lex, you got something to say? Because I want to respond to that.
Okay.
Only thing I will say is when it comes down to your significant other deliberately starting something to kind of play you to a certain extent to see what you're gonna do. Meaning, let me deliberately make your ass mad to see what you're gonna do. I don't care for that. I think sometimes your significant other will try you because they something in them says I have to test you for whatever reason.
Ego.
Again, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't never test my woman like that because one, she has that little bit of craziness too, in a good way.
She ain't a good way.
So I'm not trying to deliberately crank that up because she has this thing. From her being from the Bahamas, she'll go to talking and I can't understand a damn thing she's saying, but I know she's very mad. So, anyways,
but
getting back on point.
Doesn't that respectfully, doesn't that ignite you a little bit? The accent.
When I was younger, yeah. Older, not so much.
Yeah, I hear that shit. Okay.
Pretty much what she's saying is the flare has worn off and it don't turn you no more when she get feisty.
No,
No, I just think that because of my age now, I've learned to deal with when she tends to, get upset with me. I used to get in my feelings and in my emotions about it, like, and try to argue my point. But again, me being a man who has a little bit of experience, I'm like, you're not going to win an argument with some females on some points. You're just not going to do it.
Mm,
So it's kind of like on a previous podcast when I was saying, the best way to win a fight is to not even get into the damn ring with one. A professional boxer, and when you get in the ring with a female on something she is dead set on, she's right. You're not gonna win that fight. So,
mm,
but anyway, back on topic. I just feel like there has to be some type of limitation with you as far as like what you're willing to accept, as far as like someone actually testing you just to see what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I
mm,
mean, it's all cute and fun back in the day, but now that I'm in this age bracket that I'm in now, that shit ain't funny. It's not cute. It don't turn me on. So I guess it just depends on the individual and what they're willing to put up with and go with.
Right.
mm. Well, I have to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
All right. So, and I'm gonna play it on the next talking point. How many true friends do you really have of the opposite sex? But before we dive into that, because Tilo, you said something very interesting. Um, when we first started out talking, you was talking about, the female friend, and she always want, you look at her as she always want my man and blah blah blah. Now you brought up an interesting dynamic to the conversation. Um, Whereas, you was talking about, well, go talk to your homeboy and this, that, and the other. But what if talking to the homeboy has the homeboy wanting you? Now, your man is in a situation to where, or for so and so Lex as well, your significant other is well, you're in a situation to where you can't talk to your male friends because they might try something. Then you can't talk to the female friends because they can't try something. So, what is a person supposed to do in a situation like that?
You gotta talk to your partner.
But if your partner is the problem, and
You
talking
gotta,
to your
you
partner
gotta
all the
go
time
to
is not
Jesus.
solving the problem.
You better go to Jesus.
Hey, I've heard church people say, Jesus and God answers prayers on their time, not yours.
Ooh, I like that.
So
I think
if
I
you
heard that.
have a problem right now that needs to be solved, and you need an objective person to talk to, because God ain't coming, God and Jesus ain't coming right now. They got other things to worry about at the moment. So if your significant other is not bending, compromising, or even giving room for negotiation, oh, let's just say me. I can't talk to my female friend because my lady's gonna feel some type of way. Then I can't go talk to my homeboy because my homeboy might try something with my lady.
Damn, so it's like you're fucked.
It-
It's not good. You better write some poetry. Listen.
I'll say for me, uh, when I get in those type of situations, I find myself, uh, having thoughts that I really need to express. I don't call one of my female friends. I don't do that. I usually end up calling uh, maybe one of my cousins who's also, married, and we can relate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if it's something that's really, personal, uh, yeah, I walk that shit off.
Yeah.
I walk it off.
Walk it off.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey,
I
you
go
better
for a
listen.
walk. I think out loud. I talk to myself. I do whatever I got to do. But there's just some conversations you'll never hear from me.
Oh,
Right. I
I
mean,
will work that shit out for myself.
woo.
I got
Yeah.
questions.
Go. What?
All right.
What?
You can only walk off so damn much. You can only talk to your cousin or your brother or sister so much.
Man, then you gotta leave them. Soul toucher. Then you have to leave that person if it's that bad all the time. But if it's
What
that,
if it's not that bad? What if you just need a friend of the opposite sex to talk to?
well then,
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
well then, make sure she looks like a man. I mean,
Oh, let it, man.
what you want from us, yo? What you want? Make sure she.
I'm gonna go to the next question.
Go
So when it comes to this whole dynamic here, when it comes to people of the opposite sex, how do y'all define friendship?
Exactly. You tell me. You answer that. I want to know.
Oh, for me,
Yes.
If when it comes to a female friend, I put them in the same category as a male friend. You got my back, I got yours. If you need help, I got you. If I need help, you got me. If I need somebody to talk to, bounce some ideas off of, we do that for each other. If you stuck somewhere, you need a ride or whatever, or vice versa, that's what it is. Stuff like that. I mean, anything beyond that is a friend plus extra.
Right. So the question is, how many friends do you really have of the opposite sex? Is that the question?
How many true friends do you have? I would say I probably have maybe 6, 7, maybe a couple more than that.
You have like 7 good woman friends, female friends?
Yes.
They can come to the barbecue?
Yes. They can come to barbecue. They could bring their man. They could bring their mama. They could bring their sister, brother, cousin, cat, dog, rat, whatever.
I'm gonna need you to cut that down a little bit. Okay?
Why?
That's too damn much. That's too damn much, soul touching.
Okay, so is it too much because it's that many, or is it too much because you have the thought that I'm always talking to them or always around them?
Yeah, you always around a woman. How many male friends?
No, I'm not always around a woman.
No, I'm exaggerating for conversation. But how many male friends? Is it an even number? Is you have more males than females, or is it more female than males?
I have more female friends because I grew up around females. I don't jive with dudes like that.
Okay.
I've had, because of things that happened in my childhood and growing up, I don't trust dudes like that. I just don't. I don't like that. So, plus I tend to gravitate more towards females because I feel, especially as an adult, I can get insight better from a female than I can from a man. Like I've grown my man years, but I'm still a student of life. And there are certain things that a man cannot tell me about a woman. So if I have a close few female friends or whatever, I can get honest information from a woman that I can't get from a man. Like there's no way a man can tell me exactly the inner workings of a woman that's going through menopause. There's no way.
No, Google can tell you.
No, I don't want Google to tell me because Google is not going to know my significant other, for one.
Oh, like
if I have a female friend who knows my significant other or has an idea of my significant other, I can get the emotional understanding from that woman. That way I can better deal with her emotionally. Google's not going to give that to me. A dude is not going to give that to me.
Right. I agree. With you, soul toucher, with you it's different. You added all these details, which makes you different. You understand? So I guess with you it's different, but most case scenario, it's not like that. You understand?
Do you think it's most though?
Yes. Most case scenario. It's not like that at all. But you know what? Having this conversation with you guys, or you know, because you have a different opinion, you kind of opened me up a little bit. You know, maybe he does need a female friend or two so that he can maybe ask her something to be more relatable to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I can agree with
That
that.
makes sense. You know, I look, I can bend. I can bend a little bit, but not 6. You know, but I can use one and a half, 2. That's it.
She said 1.5 too.
That's it.
Oh man. So this is the question that you know goes crazy. Should married people have single friends?
Yeah. It's funny, see?
Of the opposite sex?
No. Man, no disrespect, man, but these single hoes, man. I'm not listen. I'm trying to really put myself in that situation. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to really wait, I am married and my husband has, let's say, 6 single female friends that he's known for years prior to our relationship.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I can't marry him.
Why not?
I can't marry him because it would make me too uncomfortable, and then I am woman enough to admit it. You know, I could admit it. I said that would make me too uncomfortable. I mean, just like if you met a woman and she had 6 really good male friends, more male friends than female friends, and that is weird. You know, I'm not. You know, I don't know. How would you deal with that, Soul Toucher? If you met a woman and she had like 6 good ass male friends and had like 2 female friends, and you guys were married, your wife, these are her mans in them. What's going on with that? Would you be comfortable with that?
Okay.
I mean, you met them and everything, you know, violin and shit, you know? What you think?
Okay. Most of the women I know have more male friends than female friends off the break. So if I met a woman and she had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, a baker's dozen of male friends,
okay,
I can be understanding to that.
I guarantee you 3 of them hit it though. I guarantee you 3 of them hit it.
That's just like saying you can guarantee like 6 of my female friends hit me. But should I hold that against her, or should I feel some type of way because I'm insecure about that? I mean, if for me to have a problem with her having, you know, let's just say 3 male friends, 3 close male friends, I think I would have to be insecure to have a problem with that. And I would hate to sit there and be like, in my mind, well, I know I can't change her. I'm feeling her, but you know what? She got too many male friends. Oop, gotta go. What if I never meet a woman like her ever again? What if I let go of,
you know, I don't even.
You what?
I don't even have that mindset because I don't. What do you mean if you never meet someone like? Of course you will. Of course you'll meet.
You never know. You never know. Relationships come and go. What if that's my time right now, and you know, I throw that away because she has too many male friends, and I don't meet another woman like her for another 5 to 7 years. And in that 5 to 7 year time span, my mindset has changed to where it's like, well, I wanted that 5, 7 years ago. I let that go because she had too many male friends. And I'm no longer thinking like that. And this wonderful woman comes along, she's shit out of luck.
And listen, in those years, trust me, she's going to be married to one of them. You don't gotta worry about young man, she's going to be married to one of them, okay? Don't worry about that.
Oh my God. Son, so Lex, throw a lifesaver out there. What do you think?
If she has a lot of male friends, I'm probably not gonna take it too seriously.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you.
Exactly.
And that's nothing, you know, against her, and it's nothing against me, but I just feel like when it comes down to person you're dating, when they have a lot of options, I'm gonna leave you with them options. I'm not
Mm,
gonna take you serious
Why are
yeah,
you looking at them as options though?
because they are.
because that's what basically what they are. I mean, let's be real about it. When you have an attractive female or attractive male, and they got a lot of friends, come on now.
Come
That,
on.
that thought has crossed their mind that at any second, if this person said they want to be real about it, I would jump on it or
Everybody,
get
everybody is a
on with it.
walking option. Like, what are you talking about?
That's it. So, um, but as far as like my significant other having male friends, I met some of them. Some of them I've never met. I don't care to meet them. Would I meet them? Yeah, but again, I'm the type of person. If I trust you, I trust you. And again, how bad I treat you, if it's in you to do something, you're gonna do it regardless.
Right.
So I can't pull out the damn Superman outfit and try to save you from yourself. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that captain. So if it's on your mind that that's what you want to do, by all means, please do your thing. But please know that the kid right here, uh, I'm a pretty good goddamn catch myself.
Right.
So with that being said, if I was a single person, that would be my play right there. Couldn't date some a whole lot of options. We might have a little fun, but I couldn't take you seriously.
Man, that sounds from what y'all are saying, from what I'm understanding, and y'all please correct me if I'm wrong. From what I'm understanding, from what y'all are saying,
Uh-huh.
that is more on y'all's minds than it could possibly be on your significant other's minds, and it's more on your minds than it possibly be on their friends of the opposite sex's mind.
For
Listen.
me, it's not on my mind like that. I'm just, it's kind of like when you make a statement and you throw it out there, you just let it be what it is. That's kind of like how it is for me. I don't, keep revisiting in my mind. Oh my God, uh, are they attracted to each other? Have they had intimacy with each other? Am I checking her to see if they got chemistry like that? I'm no fool. Please believe it. But again, I'm just under the impression if a woman's gonna do something, no matter how goddamn good you treat her, I don't care if you out there spending stacks and stacks and sending her roses and baby, let me cook you dinner. If she's going to do something, no matter how many other boxes you check on her list,
Mm.
there ain't a damn thing you can do about it, bro. So why worry about
And listen, let me tell you something. They're her friends because they've been friend zoned. Okay? That's why. They tried their hand and she was like, nah, let's just be friends. And then they lurk and they stay there for just the right moment to beat it up. That's what's going on.
Oh, let me shoot this one in right quick, and I'll let you have it, King. The thing about it though is the way I see that, right? And I've been put in that position before, wanting to be more with a female than what she allowed me to be. Uh, back when I was younger, way back in the day, when I was really on my simping thing. But once I got older and I realized, it's kind of like this, if you go out for the damn basketball team and the coach tell you, hey, you're not good enough, you're not gonna make this team, I'm not gonna keep showing up to practice. So with that being said, I'm not gonna keep pursuing someone who's already told me I don't find you attractive like that, or I'm not attracted to you like that.
Mm.
First thing I'm gonna probably say is, hey, is your friend available?
Mm.
Cause I thought we had a vibe. So that's generally when they ass get mad at me and don't want to be friends with me anymore. But
Mm.
it is what it is. If you telling me I can't play on the team, why in the hell am I gonna keep coming to your practice sessions?
Right.
Okay, I'm glad you threw that point out there.
I,
Now,
hold on.
um,
So touch. Let me
go
say
ahead.
quick. You know, I was thinking to myself, like, what if the friends are ugly? Would I like what if these women are ugly as shit? And would I be more comfortable with it? But then I thought to myself, I would probably be more uncomfortable if they were ugly. And the reason for that is because when you're not considered attractive, you have to garner like other things about you to make you attractive, right? So
Yeah.
even if she's missing 4 fingers,
Why she gotta be missing 4 fingers though?
and 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 all 4 of her side teeth, I guarantee you that her mouth still work. I'm not messing with that, okay? I'm not messing.
Oh my
Not,
goodness!
not,
Wait a minute. So,
yes.
so let me address Sun Soul X first.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead.
Now, because y'all's talking about the friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You go, you have some, you meet somebody, or you've known this person for years. Now, they put you in the friend zone. Sun Soul X says, "Why am I going to keep showing up to practice?" Meaning, why am I going to keep trying to hook up? Um, if that person puts you in the friend zone and they say, "Hey, I'm not feeling you like that," why does that disqualify that person from being a genuine friend? Because those are situations to where I have seen, I have experienced to where it's like, oh no, I don't see you like that. Now, if I say I don't see you like that, you should not keep actively pursuing that person like that. You can have an attraction for that person, but you already know where it is. So why keep trying? Why keep trying? Why are you actively trying to bag this person if they say I just see you and leave you in the friend zone? Why can't you just respect that and be that person's friend? Grow a friendship from there. Now, you might have known this person. You from that situation, y'all could have been friends for 3, 4, 5, 6 years after that. And it never came up again to where you're trying to pursue this person or you're waiting for a crack in the door, anything like that. And y'all respect each other like that. Now, you go on to get in a relationship, this person goes on to get in a relationship. Why should that stop y'all from being friends and being able to introduce that person to your significant other?
Well, it doesn't
Man,
stop you.
what the hell I look like Obama?
Holy shit.
What the hell I look like Obama? Do I look like I need to keep goddamn hope alive?
You're not keeping hope alive.
I'm not gonna keep hope alive. I'm gonna let hope take their ass to sleep.
But what hope are you keeping up though?
Because if you're attracted to someone, you're gonna be like, man, I just hope, once this other person break up with her
Yeah.
and she see that I'm in her corner, I got this bag for her, anytime her car break down, I'm right there.
Call
I
you.
put it in the shop, I get it out the shop, you know. I'm just doing that real simping type thing. And I'm hoping really that she gonna take me seriously one day, cause she already know how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Really?
I can promise you that day is not going to come if she ain't feeling you like that. She
Really?
might get drunk one day and be like, you know what? Seems how you the only Peter around, I guess you're gonna be the Peter for the night.
Y'all
And
killing me
then
right now.
there you go. You up in your feelings because you think, okay, I done smashed, so it's on now. She gave me my one chance. She's giving me hope that I can be her man one time.
No, she gonna do you
But
and leave.
then, yeah, once she wake up in the
Oh,
morning, she be
Lord.
like, oh my God, what did I do?
Right. We're
And
friends.
there you go.
Wait a minute. T-Law, are you co-signing that?
Listen, that's my man down there talking, man. He's talking the real. Yes, I agree with everything he said tonight, to be honest.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think
T-Lo.
Listen,
I think
man, Soul Touch, if I was a man and I liked a girl and she rejected me and she put me in the friend zone, I would think that I am a sucker for keep on trying to be there. That's what I would feel like a sucker, so I can't do that. Now, if I meet a girl and I didn't pursue her in that way, and then we became friends because of whatever our experience, we worked together, something we're a part of the same organization, we help the homeless, whatever the case may be. If I went to you like that and our relationship grew from something organic, that's one thing. But if I like you and you reject me and I stay there to be your friend zone shit, that's some sucker shit. That's how I feel. That's some sucker shit. Then you have to watch the girl you like, who you still like, be with another man, and you're like in the shadows waiting for this man who's probably a piece of shit for her to leave him because you're so much better, but she doesn't want you. She likes pieces of shit. So it's all a mess.
I don't think I explained it right. I think y'all missed what I said.
No. Go ahead.
No, I think y'all did. Okay. Because I hear y'all. I hear y'all. And I hear the situation that y'all are defining. I get it. I see the chick. I tell her I'm interested. She friend zones me, but I'm still trying. That's what y'all are defining.
So
what I'm saying is,
you can't just cut off your feelings, though, Soul Touches. Your feelings.
There's no feelings there. There's an attraction. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. If I meet a chick and hey, I'm interested in you and whatever, and whether she rejects me off the break or she's feeling me out to see what it is, and she comes to the conclusion to say, hey, I'm not feeling you like that, I'm not going to keep pursuing. I'm not going to sit back in the winds and be like, oh, that day is going to come. That day is going to come. Or she got a piece of shit. I'm waiting for him to mess up so I could jump in. Or we went out to the club and yeah, hopefully she get drunk and I take her home, cop a few feels here and there, and then maybe she'll give in. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you shoot your shot, it gets swatted away. There's no reason for you to keep pursuing. There's no reason for you to keep in your mind, well, there's still going to be a chance. I'm going to hold out hope. I'm going to keep hope alive like Obama. No. Why can't you just take that as, hey, all right, well, you ain't feeling me. All right, cool, whatever. And y'all just organically grow a friendship from there.
Because I can't. Well, how do you turn it off? How do you turn your feelings off?
There are no feelings there.
No.
It's just an attraction.
Listen, it just depends. It just depends on the person. If I like a girl, if I were a man and I liked a woman, it's because I found her attractive. I like being around her. I like the way she smells and shit like that. If she doesn't want me, how do I just cut off my feelings for her? Especially if she continues to look how I like her to look, smell how I like her to smell. I wouldn't be able to just cut it off and just be her friend. Just like if I liked a guy, if I liked a man and I liked everything about him, and I wouldn't do this because I'm not that type. But if I told him, hey, I like you, and then he was like, look, chill, I'm not into that, just be friends. I can't just turn that off.
Nope.
And then I feel as though if I continue to be his friend, that's like again, maybe I'm saying the wrong word, but that's like some sucker shit.
It's not sucker shit. It's not simping. It's persistence.
I'm not gonna do it.
But you don't have to do it. But
that's the thing, though. I agree with T on that, because if I really am feeling a female, and again, she looks good, she smells good, she got that, that winning personality, she got that whole female swag that I like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna be able to just cut it off like that.
Right.
And then again, if I see her with somebody and he's mistreating her, and she called me and be like, yo, he done dotted my I, can you come over here? because I'm so emotionally involved, my dumb ass will probably run over there.
Right.
But you're not that
So
emotionally involved. You've done
yeah,
nothing
I'm,
has
I'm not
occurred for you to be
I'm
that
not
emotionally
going there.
involved.
We're saying
But I'm
if
not going there
we're
because it's kind of like when you
rejection.
uh, find someone that attractive, and again you're keeping that hope alive. Then, like T said, you on some real sucker shit
Hey,
because you setting yourself up for heartbreak.
yeah,
Wait,
keep going.
maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different
I'm trying to
because
tell you, you're different. You're different.
if you put me in the friend zone, I'm not gonna keep hope alive. Like literally, I'm not keeping hope alive like that. If I make a pass at you and you be like, nah, we could just be friends, okay. Like you might be in a relationship. Oh, and I don't know that. I come up to you and be like, hey, you know what? I think you cute or whatever. You want to go out on a date or you want to go. I don't think that's a good idea. I got a man. All right, cool. There's no loss there.
We're talking about if you continue to try to become her friend. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about
Okay.
like if that leave her. We're talking if you still try to perpetuate the relationship, a friendship with a person who rejected you. We're not saying, oh hey, I like you, and then she's like, no, it's okay, and then you go your own separate ways. We're not talking about that. We're talking about if you stay and try to build some shit with that.
Okay. So are you staying to build a friendship or are you staying as in you're lurking, waiting for that opportunity to smash?
Well, if I like you and you reject me and I stay there to try to build a relationship, friendship with you, I'm definitely lurking, about to hit that thing. Yes. Waiting to put it up. Yes.
I think, okay, well said. I think that's where you two see that, and I see it differently. Because if I get rejected, um, and I attempt to build a friendship with you, it's going to be a genuine friendship.
Right.
Um, I don't think that I'm going to continue to build a friendship in hopes that your ass gonna give in one goddamn day. One of these days you gonna slip up and I'm gonna slip in. I'm not looking at it like that.
Right. Right. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the real. We don't know what you over there talking about.
So you wait, you trying to say I'm talking fantasy? Like what?
But just do a little
I,
different.
I, I think when it comes down to it's kind of like again you're watching your own self torture
Yes.
Wow,
because
that's heavy.
again you're up here, you have these secret feelings. You always gonna be like, you know what, no matter what, I'm always gonna love you, girl. I'm always gonna keep you in high regards. I'm always gonna put you on that pedestal, even though you put me in a friend zone.
I'm not keeping
So
nobody on a pedestal like that.
again, you're watching this
I'm not doing
female
that.
or this male uh, basically jump over you or pass over you to go to the next person who ain't even on your level when it comes down to the genuine feelings that you may have for that other person. So I'm not going to set myself up, to keep watching
Mm-mm.
this other person uh, be all lovey-dovey and kissy-kissy and
Mm.
who knows whatever else with the next person while my ass is up here. Well, I'm just her friend. Even though he treated her like trash and I would treat her like a queen, I'm still going to stay in the friend zone because that's the type of friend I am.
Why are you putting all your eggs in that one basket though?
I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying though.
check this out now. You know me pretty much. I don't have a whole lot of male friends, and the ones I do call male friends, they brothers. Fuck that, we brothers, just by different mothers. But when I watch my homeboys go through situations like that, I try to help them.
Hmm.
Meaning, when I see that another female that they're pursuing really ain't feeling them like that, I have to be that brother that say, "Hey, you're wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
You're wasting your time because it's like watching a damn bad car accident. I've seen it a million times, and I'm trying to help you out." So it's kind of like the same thing with my female friends. We're more than them friends. We're like sister and brother. So when I watch her go through shit And I keep trying to tell her, don't do that. You know, you're setting yourself up, and she insists upon keep doing it. Then that's when I say, hey, go ahead, but don't
Right.
call me when they dot your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my question for you is this.
All right,
Because you just said the male friends that you have are fuck it, they like brothers, just from a different
right,
mother. You
for
also
sure.
you also just said your female friends are like sisters. Why is it a problem if you look at them as sisters? Forget that we're not talking about, oh well, I just met this chick and she turned me down and I'm lurking. No. Your female friends that you look at as sisters, why is it a problem? Why should it be a problem for your significant other for you to have those female sister friends if it's nothing but that?
I don't find it a problem. My significant other don't go for that shit for whatever reason. I don't think it's an insecurity thing. I just think it's one of those, I'm not even gonna allow myself to go there mentally. I'm not even gonna think about that shit because if I think about it in the wrong way, again, I might catch a damn eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
So so
if you meet a woman and she introduced somebody as her brother who's not her brother, run.
I was just about to ask you if you felt the same way. So it's obvious you feel the same way.
Run. Okay?
Wow.
That
That
brother,
that's
that brother, he hit that. Okay? And they survived many different cycles of friendship and all that stuff, and they got in separate relationships and all that, and whole time, no. That's not her brother. Okay?
I have female friends that consider me a brother, and we've never done anything ever. Um,
Okay.
now,
You're different. We already got to that conclusion.
now look, but look, my ex wife had a problem with that, and my thing is this: I've had these friends for longer than I've known you. Period. We've been through more shit than we would ever go through, and we would never
Wife
do
is more
anything.
important, though. Your wife is more important than them, though.
When when my wife if my wife deliberately tries to destroy friendships because she's jealous of them, she's not more important. She's just not.
If I'm about if I meet a guy and he's like I don't know, like if I get married, I'm really going to limit the communication between me and the opposite sex. Like when you're married, you really can't just have too many relationships outside of it. You just can't. That's just my opinion. Just go to talk to your wife.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Yeah. You say you agree
Mm.
or you don't agree?
Yeah, I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with
We
that.
can't have too many really.
I
We
mean,
gotta,
I
if
again,
my
I have
you
female
know,
friends, but the numbers are small,
yeah,
very, very small.
yeah. If my
Mm.
husband says to me, these relationships you have with these males are making me uncomfortable. Listen, I'm not. He can say, whatever. I'm not even that type of person. I'm a very calm, collected person. But it's just, the I don't know. The relationship makes me uncomfortable. My husband, I would have to tell my male friends, listen, I'm married now, and us talking as much and us going out clubbing or us going out to eat all the time and stuff makes my husband uncomfortable. And to be honest, I wouldn't want my husband going out to eat with women all the time either. So I love you, but to be respectful, I'm going to have to limit, the time we spend together because now I'm married. I'm gonna build a life with this person. This is like my husband. Like this is the person I call first when anything happens. So they should come first. Now, if he's being ridiculous, like if I had a friend from when I was a kid and he's married and he's in my life now, that's context circumstance makes everything different. There are times where things are different. So I would like my man to understand me in that type of situation. But I'm not about to put no other man really above my man. If it makes sense, if it's ridiculous, in my opinion, because my opinion is the opinion that matters, then I'm gonna be like, what's going on with that? What are you, insecure? Because I hate an insecure man. I hate a man sweating me about other men. That's funny. I'm a very person, but I don't like my man sweating me about any type of man. I don't like it. Don't come tell me. Don't come ask me who Soul Touch is. You know what I'm saying? you know. Y'all, you guys feel me? Don't come ask me who he is. Just be like, oh, you about to do a podcast? All right, cool. Don't ask me where did you meet him. How do you know him? Don't, because that makes me feel like you're insecure. And I need you to have big private part energy. I don't want to say it.
Right.
I need you to have big private part energy and just know that I'm not going anywhere. Know that I only want you. And just know that I respect you enough to not be on the phone all the time with no man, not to go out to dinner with no man, not to go to no movies with no man and all that extra shit, not to call another man to speak about something that you're doing to me. You know what I mean? So it's just a respect thing, If they're there, I believe that one day with some alcohol, you might be mad at me. She might be been wanting to get in those draws, That would be the time, when you're vulnerable. I really did some shit you didn't like. She's lonely. You're mad. Next thing you know, someone who was up at my kitchen table just a week ago is taking pipe from my man.
That takes us into the next part. I mean, we already touched on it. So does your significant other or spouse condone the opposite sex friendship? T-Lo, I was listening to what you were saying, and to me, that is like extreme cases to where it's like you with someone and they're always on the phone with their female friend, or they're always hanging out with their female friend, or going to the club with their female friend, this, that, and the other. I would have to say, yes, that's too much. As I was saying, with my wife before we got divorced, I wasn't always around my female friends like that. I wasn't always talking to them like that, but I spoke about them, introduced them, made sure that, hey, I want you to know this is my friend. This is the person that I've been a friend with for like 10, 15, 20 years, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And, I want you to be comfortable around my friends. Now, she had deeply ingrained trust and jealousy issues off the break. With that being said, if I know that you have those issues and I'm talking to you as your husband, as your man, to try to limit those issues or whatever the case may be, because you have those issues, whether it's my friend, the chick at the store, at the gas station, or whatever the case may be. What I'm saying with that is those are one of those situations to where whatever you're saying is not important to me because you just have problems. And I'm not going to toss my friends to the side because you have those problems. Now, I'm not hanging out with the friend all the time. I'm not on the phone with the friend all the time. The friend is not the first person that I call when I need somebody to talk to, need help or a favor or this, that, and the other. I'm going to go to my significant other for that first and foremost. Now, if my significant other ain't trying to listen to me or whatever the case may be, then I'm going to go talk to one of my friends, whether it's a male or female. But being that I have more female friends, I'll probably talk to a female friend. Now, I'm not saying that I would always go talk to a female friend first. I have male friends that I would talk to. But at the same time, sometimes I might need or prefer to have a female's input on that situation.
I would say talk to your mama, but don't talk to her either.
Moms can be.
Yeah, Don't talk to her either. But I do feel what you're saying. But like I said, it matters where the friendship came from. Everything matters. You know, if it came from, hey, how do you guys became friends? How did you guys become friends? Oh, because, back in the day, we were in school and, she's going to lie about it. I'm not going to tell my man that, oh, I rejected him and then our friendship grew from there. I'm going to have to lie about it. So I'd rather have a friendship. I'm going to tell my man that this man wanted me, but I rejected him. And then our friendship grew from there. God, you got to be crazy.
If you rejected that person like 5-10 years ago, why does it matter?
Because they still want me.
How do you know that?
Listen, baby.
Are you wait, before you answer that, are you like, okay, I rejected you like 5-10 years ago. You still want to smash? Is that what you're doing? Or are you assuming that?
That's not how it works, but yes, that's how it works. Yes, if given the opportunity, you would definitely, definitely, you would. So now if our relationship grew from, high school, we always been friends or something like that, we grew up neighbors or, something like that, I can understand. Listen, I can bend a little, guys. I can bend. Like I said, I'm not trying to, overpower anything, but, I'm understanding. Like, shit like that. But other than that, I don't want any of that. No. I don't want to hear a woman's voice coming through the phone at talking to my man. I don't. Only his mother and sister. So
what about female cousins through marriage?
Hell no. Hell no. Listen, and to be fair, if she looks like a man with hair on her chest, like for example, if she's a lesbian or something, the man kind, I'm fine with that.
Oh man, my response to that
sounds messed up, but I mean, I'm just, we're being real on here. That's not.
No, it doesn't sound messed up because I can get it, but for me, in that same dynamic that you're talking about, I don't want my lady that close to a gay man.
Oh, explain that.
Just because they gay don't mean they don't like pussy.
Oh, see? So they lurking, waiting to hit it.
I know gay men lurk.
They lurking. Everyone lurks.
So with that being said, with everybody lurking,
yes,
that means you cannot have a friend of the opposite sex, period.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, but you're not.
No, come on. Give me a break. Throw me a bone.
Listen, I'm going to give you one more example. On the weekends, I go out with my girlfriends. Typically, because, Monday through Friday, children, I have one day out the week where I hang out with my girlfriends. What if that one day out the week was always hanging out with my male friends?
No.
But they're my friends.
No.
Why not? I've never done anything with them.
Okay. Now, with respect to what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying, though?
With respect to what you're saying, you cannot say one day out of every week of every month, I'm going to hang out with my male friend without my significant other. Hell no.
Because I hang out with my female friends without him, because that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
He shouldn't want to be with y'all anyway like that.
Exactly, because that's a normal relationship when you're in a relationship. It's okay if your girl goes out with her girlfriends on one day out the week because, hey, they're going to brunch, they're going to eat. But if her friends happen to be males, I would be uncomfortable with it, and I could be the most secure man in this world. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, he can have a female friend or two that he went to high school with or something like that, or that I met and she's married and has a kid and all that. But he has to really limit that. And like I said, I don't like to change any man. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
that has a lot of female friends and try to change him. Don't do that. I just like when I find that out about a man, I just exit. Period. You know?
So Lex, where you at?
Oh, he
Eyes here. Eyes here.
oh,
Oh,
Just trying to handle a little business. I'm still listening though.
oh, okay. To answer that, I have female friends that I have had for more than 30 years. I have one female friend. We'll go out to dinner every now and then, maybe once every 2, 3 months. There's no problem with that.
I mean, because it doesn't does she call you every day? Is it
No, we don't. Okay. We were at a point where we were talking every day, but that was only because she invited me on Marco Polo, and her whole entire family was on there. So we would get on there and I would talk to the entire family
so
every day.
the whole family like you?
The whole family.
Okay.
And it's like, when we get together, it's like I go to family reunions, I go to family cookouts, graduations, and this, that, and the other. I know her husband, we dap it up, blah, blah, blah. But as one-on-one, we don't talk every day. We don't text each other every day. We don't inbox each other every day. We don't go out to eat every week. So
Yeah, I'm good with that. You're okay with that.
right. So that's where I'm coming from with it. I'm not looking at, okay, well, why are you talking to this person every day? Why y'all going out every no. I'm looking at it from, if you have male friends, as my lady, you have male friends, and you reasonably talk to them or hang out with them, whatever the case may be, and it's nothing crazy to where I'm like, damn, y'all just went out 3 days ago. No, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
And again, when it goes back to, if a chick comes to me, or I go to a chick, hey, I'm interested in you, whatever, and it gets shut down right there. Nah, let's just be friends. Let's just be cool. I'm not expecting that female to keep coming at me, and I'm damn sure not going to keep going at her. And I'm not going to be sitting there like, oh, my day gonna come, my day gonna come. And if I see you with the next man, all kissy, 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 I'm not going to be in my feelings about that, because it's like, all right, it is what it is. If he break your heart, you can call me, be like, oh, he was a scumbag. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at with it.
Well, I guess there's different levels of friendship, and I was more so talking about the friend. How I have two close friends. I'm not sure how many
Right.
close friends you have,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm talking about the close friends. My close friends cannot be male.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's so. Even my male friend, who's my close friend, I don't talk to him every day or anything like that. But even if I were to, he's that secure in my life. He's met my partner. He's come around. He knows my mama. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only man ever. So, but other than that, my point is your closest friends that you go to, the go-to friends, I would prefer them not to be of the opposite sex. Um, so that's just my point. This is my take on it.
I got you. I got you. I
I don't
got you. I got you.
want your closest friend to be a woman. I just don't. I just don't. And trust me, you don't want my closest friend to be a male. That's
Why? Is it
because
because y'all okay? So
no,
because that goes into a couple of the other points under this question.
mhm.
You know, you know, like, does it matter if they had a past relationship, if it's an ex, or they just had a past sex thing? So I know for you, if that those are any of the situations, that's just a no.
No, but I tell you this. Um, I have great relationships with my exes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to the point where, like, if I'm with my current partner and we run into one of them and we're somewhere where there is alcohol being served, uh, he'll buy like both of us a drink just out of respect. Um, and some might say that's weird.
That's
You know,
not weird.
um, a lot of my girlfriends say that's kind of a little weird that, someone that you used to be with will buy you and your current partner a drink. So like I said, I'm and I just hope that the man I'm with understands the gesture. So I have to be with someone who would understand that because he understands me and how that could be so. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like if you really really know me, then you would understand how an ex of mine would want to buy me and my new partner a drink. You get what I'm saying? So you got to go out of yourself to grasp my energy and where I'm coming from to know that there's no malice behind it. So I should, I work on trying to give the same grace. But like I said, I don't want the go-tos to be of the opposite sex. I don't like it. I don't want I don't want my man talking in no woman ear about nothing, no. I don't like it. And some may say that's insecure. I don't see it as being insecure, but maybe that doesn't mean it's not insecure. You get what I'm saying? Because my
Right.
perception of it is not insecure, but maybe it still is, but can't nobody convince me that it is. So,
Right. Yeah.
right, right. So it's it is what it is, but I know that I respect my partner highly. Look, when I go out, I don't even dance with other people.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot dance with me when I'm out. And I say this because I like to dance. So when I go
Right.
out, I'm dancing. So, and I say to the men, listen, I can't dance with you because I'm involved. I'm not available in that way. It's just a dance. It's just a dance. And I say to them, it's never just a dance. Especially if we're not dancing face to face, if we're dancing back to chest. You know what
Right.
I mean? So I'm highly respectful, and I don't ever want my man to feel like a male friend in my life has the upper hand on him at all. As far as me
Mm-hmm.
wanting to talk to them first, or as far as them being more funny, I don't want my man thinking that another man is funnier than him. You know, Not saying another man isn't, but I don't know. I don't like a lot of shit. So I tend to be very respectful. You treat people how you want to be treated. And
Right.
that's it.
I mean, I get what you're saying when you talk about being friends with, friends or cordial or whatever with an ex. That's totally understandable. I don't think there's anything weird about that if, you know, you are out with your current person and you happen to see your ex and they, offer olive branch or whatever you want to call it, give you a drink or whatever the case, you and your partner drink. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. And I
You
wouldn't be
know,
insecure about it either.
right. And I know a lot of people who are insecure in situations like that. And it's like, you know, that goes back to the topic at hand, friends of the opposite sex. You and this person broke up or whatever the case may be. If y'all happen to see each other, it's all love, it's nothing crazy, no crossing lines, anything like that. And if the person that you with does not understand that, and they can't understand that, and it's like, yo, you are you're on the pedestal and you can't understand that this is just a friend. Okay, now me and you have problems because I'm not going to put you in a situation to where you feel disrespected or anything like that. Nothing happened for you to feel disrespected. So I don't see this person like that. I don't even talk to this person like that. I might not have seen this person for 2, 3 years. And we happen to bump into this person and you got a problem with it. I'm gonna need, like you said, for the man, you need to have big male parts. And for the woman, I'm gonna need you to tighten your bra up because it's not that damn serious.
Right.
And if you treat it that serious, then I'm going to question my relationship with you. Period. Off the break. Because that person is insignificant in as far as what we're doing. And I also look at that when it comes to friends that I've had for, a number of years. If I had that friend for a number of years and, I introduce you to, 2, 3 friends, out of a 4 month time span that we've been together because I don't talk to them every day. And we happen to talk or I'm on the phone with them or whatever the case may be, or we happen to bump into them and your insecure because I've introduced you to three female friends over a 4 month time period. And it's like, well, how come I didn't know about them before? Well, shit, I haven't talked to them in so long. So if that lady has a problem with that, then it's like I really have to question the relationship that we have. Because to your point, I have there's a number of exes that I have that either we're friends or there's no love lost, but there's no lines to cross. So it's like I don't get why some people in situations like that I don't get why they be like, oh no, you can't have no female friends.
Yeah, I understand, but I give you one more point. Say the ex came and bought me and my current partner a drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
He took it and he acted normal right there. Nothing,
Right.
no deal. But say we go in the car and he says, Lena, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but you might not see that as disrespectful, but I do. I don't want no man that you've been with in any type of sexual manner relationship or anything like that to buy you a drink in my presence. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can be cool. He can say hello, but I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Say he says that, and he says it in that way because that actually makes sense, right? I can understand it. Then I would respect that. You see, I would respect it. So that's what I'm saying, so that makes sense. And I will be like, okay, cool, that is my ex. He did. That is, if you I'm very open to looking at things on both sides of the field. And I thank God for giving me that gift because it makes me that, and you add my levels of empathy. I'm very good at knowing what my partner needs and giving it to him.
Right.
So
I get you. And my response to that is, so it's okay if that person buys me a drink when you're not in my presence?
Well, you don't always have to say anything.
True.
Like, for example, that you don't have to say anything. Like, say you're somewhere and you're like with your friends and your ex happened to be there and he bought you a drink or whatever. You don't have to go tell people that. I'm not saying lie. I'm just saying you don't have to say anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But I guess for me, knowing the person that I am and my personality, if I'm with a woman and she says something to me like that, I'm going to ask that question because I want to know exactly where your head is at, because that may have been a one-time thing that happened and you're telling me, oh well, I know that's your ex, I know y'all cool, but I find that disrespectful that she brought us a drink, and don't do that again, don't do that while I'm in your presence. And it's like, well, so if me and you out and we happen to see one of my female exes and she brings us drinks or sends drinks over to us, what you want me to do? Refuse them? Like, nah, take those back?
But how many women are buying you and your girlfriend drinks? I mean, what the fuck is going on? That can happen one time, so but that can't happen. Oh, how many times do you want that to happen?
No, I'm just saying, what if it happens just that one time and that's the response that you get?
Yeah, if it happens just that one time, like I said, it depends on how they say it. If she takes the drink and everything is cool, but then in the car later on she says, hey, I kind of found that disrespectful, I think you should respect that. You should, say you frequent that place and your ex is always there, then maybe you should tell your ex, hey, when you see me, my girl, she don't like that shit, and always be on your girl's side. Be like, yeah, she don't like that shit, and I kind of feel her. I know you were doing it from your heart. I know you were doing it from your heart, baby girl, whatever fuck y'all call people, I know you were doing it from your heart. But
honestly, I don't. Go ahead, Sosa. Go ahead.
My thing is this, right? If me and my significant other were to go out and one of her exes was there, I wouldn't feel any kind of way about it. If he wanted to buy us drinks, so be it. I ain't gonna feel no kind of way about it. If they, talk while I'm talking, even if I step out, go use the bathroom, come back, and we still talking, I ain't got no problem. But when with me, there's a respect thing.
Yeah.
So if he goes into, well, man, back in the day, me and Cola, what?
Sad to say, cola.
What? Oh, you finna catch an eye, son.
Right. Oh, that's just Coca
But
Cola back
if
in the day. Coca what? Come on, man.
uh,
Hmm.
but if you keep it cool and keep it cordial, I ain't got no problem with you. And if I was, out somewhere and I saw one of my exes, I would be cool, speaking and keeping it moving. But
Right.
if her and her man engage with me in conversation, I'm gonna keep it cordial. I'm not gonna say anything, crazy about, yeah, man, her back in the day, man, boy, ooh, I used to. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
It,
But be
it's
respectful.
just, yeah, because I have respect for her and I have respect for her, you know, person she's with now. What me and her did back in the day, he ain't got shit to do with that.
Right.
So it's kind of like with my old lady, ain't got nothing to do with the people you met before you met me.
Right.
I,
That's
I, I have no control over that. So, I can't feel no kind of way. Like I said, just be respectful and we good.
Right. I'm always respectful, so that's why it's just I don't have those issues. I don't have any of these issues. I don't have any of them. So but I can talk about them though.
I think the thing is, because I'm listening to y'all and y'all are giving um uh input from extreme cases, and I completely understand it because
Yeah.
it does happen quite frequently out there in the world. But if like son so Lex was just saying, if me and my lady out somewhere and homie come up and he buys a drink and we sitting there he ha ha laugh joking whatever the case may be, and it's not a problem there. Now we get back to the car and shorty be like, well, for your homegirl to come up and buy us a drink and he ha ha, I got a problem with that, and I feel disrespected. And I'm gonna be like, well, why the hell were you he ha haing with us then?
So they would
Like,
keep it cordial.
Hmm.
Because
no, don't do that.
well,
If
why
if
not?
if if you have a problem like that,
No.
Say what it is.
say what the hell it is right there. I'm not feeling this. I would respect that more than you sit there and be phony. Don't be
No,
fucking phony with me like that.
I don't have the phony in me to give. So I understand what you're saying, but some people they fake the funk until they can release it. Okay?
Nah.
Some people they fake it until they're in a better area where they can go ahead and release that thing. So
Woo. Mm.
but me, I can't really do it. I'll just be stern. I'll be all right. You'll know I ain't like it without me having to say too much, without me having to be nasty.
Yeah, because if I'm in that situation and I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna sit there and he ha ha and play along. I'm just not gonna say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully from my lack of response to him and his inserting himself into our situation, hopefully he'll get the hint and be like, all right, I'll holler at you, whatever, and go away.
Right. Right.
That way it can be addressed right then and there. But don't sit there and he ha ha for 2-3 hours and shit, and we 2-3 drinks in, and we get to the car and you be like, oh, I didn't like that shit. But why the fuck was you okay laughing for 2 and 3 hours?
But
No, don't do that.
yeah, yeah. 2-3 hours. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, because like if I haven't seen that person in a while and we sitting there get like we ain't seen each other in like 2-3 years, and it's like we're not talking about anything disrespectful, but we get to the car later and you say I feel disrespected, and it's like I need to know what you felt disrespected about, because the conversation was about school, work, friends, family. It was never anything that you know gave you any idea that we had something or could have had something or wanted to have something. There's no body language that's saying, oh, I wonder if they're doing it. There's none of that going on. So if you have a problem with it, I would prefer for you to make that known at the right then and there, as opposed to going along with it. Because I'm like, well, if you felt that way, why the hell did you go along with it? Like,
Right.
tell me something. Like, shit. If at the end of the day, if you really feel strongly about it, pull out your motherfucking phone, send me a goddamn text. I'll see the text and be like, okay, you ain't feeling that shit. Then we'll adjust accordingly.
Right. Right. Now, I agree. I agree with
I
that.
mean, the funny thing about it is, I've been in situations where me and my wife will be out, and uh, for whatever reason, we're engaged in conversation with other females, and my wife, she could walk off, and I could still be there talking with this female, and to me, it's just normal conversation. But my wife, she will sometimes, later on, she'd be like, you realize she was flirting with you, right? And I'm
Mm,
like, what? And I'm like, no, no, get out of here. She was like, yeah, you didn't see when she did so and so, so and so. I was like, well, damn, you are right. I didn't even catch that.
mm-hmm. We know when somebody want.
So it's kind of like females, they see, like T is saying, they see stuff that you as a man don't see.
Just like men see stuff that we don't see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
sometimes
true.
we see things that we don't really see.
Yeah.
And
Ah.
and the woman can be like, well, what the hell are you talking about? Well, he did this and he did that. And she could look at you like, huh? Like, really? Like, don't you think you're going a little bit too far? I mean, put your man nuts on it. Get them little boy nuts and put them back in the closet somewhere.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I think sometimes when it comes down to it, yes, those things do happen, but sometimes we see things that ain't even there.
Right.
That is true.
That is true. And those
So,
are our own insecurities.
yeah, is it unrealistic to have a balance of male friends and of friends of male and female friends, like an even balance? Not, well, you have to have three male friends and one female friend, and that's balance. So, like, can you have a healthy balance of friends of both sexes?
Well, I think I answered
I,
the question already.
I'll say you can have a balance, but I don't ideally see it shaping up like that. Meaning, when things happen naturally or organically, you know, I don't see people counting the number of friends to make sure everything's all good. As far as like, I got three female friends and three guy friends.
Hmm.
Right.
I think that it's just organic. It happens. Um, the ones who are down for you, you'll see, and the ones who aren't down for you, you know.
Right.
I mean, I've had male friends who I swore, this is my road dog. This is my, we've been in the grind together, or the trenches together. And next thing you know, this mug up here trying to hit my girl behind my back. So what's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be there will be there, and what's not, you feed them out of a long spoon. That's all.
Yeah,
Agree. I agree.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. So, we already know that they can't they can't be calling or texting whenever they want without restrictions. Um, so where's the cutoff when it comes to that?
Look, don't call my
If
man.
it's
Just period. Don't call them.
a
Don't call my.
life or death situation, I get. But anything, if it's outside of a life or death situation, anything after 9 o'clock, 9:30, it better be something important.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Like if you need advice from my man at that time of night, I'm gonna have to whip your ass.
You know what? I'm not even gonna play devil's advocate on that. Because yeah, yeah. If we in the bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and you ringing the phone just to chit chat, like,
Get some.
dude, like,
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
hell,
No.
if that's the case, is it okay for their friends of the same sex to call that time of night?
Yeah. But I
Why?
Yeah.
would tell him not to. I would tell him not to, or I wouldn't pick up the phone. But say it's important, and say my girlfriend's calling me, and I'll be like, "Hello, you good?" And if she's good, I'm not going to continue listening to a conversation.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's
Right,
fair.
right now, if I'm like, you
No.
need me, then I will continue. But if you don't need me, I'm laying down. It's too late. I'm with my man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But because sometimes girlfriends just want to see if you like an outfit or what color should I, some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Text a goddamn picture then.
Exactly.
But hey, if it's the opposite sex, you can't be texting no outfits like that.
Right.
Don't be texting me. Don't be texting me like 10:30 at night saying, "Does this bra look good?" Oh man. So what about when it comes to the friend visiting the house?
Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
You can't be always in my house either.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like any woman really around my man I just don't like it, so touch. I just don't like it. I don't like the comfortability of a woman just being in my crib because listen, I'm not always gonna be home. Right? So say my man's home and then she come through and they like on the couch or they like in the backyard or God forbid they're playing video games or something crazy. Woo. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not coming home and seeing no other woman up in my area and space. I don't like it. Now, if it's a birthday party, something like that, or if it's a gathering, or if we invite her over with her man or something, that's fine. But I don't want you anywhere in my space.
Okay.
Now, if he has a homie, a male friend, I don't want him all in my space all the time either.
True.
I don't want to come home and see him sitting on my couch every day. I don't like that shit either. He got to go home at a certain time too.
Yeah.
And him too. Don't be calling my man all times of the night either. Even the male friends. And don't ask my man for no money either. Like listen. I'm gonna back out of it. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just sharing my inner feelings with you two. Because we talk
right.
We vibing. But don't ask my man for money either. You know what I'm saying? And if you're single and you like going to do single shit, and then you come and you on my couch and you eat my dinner all the time, and then you're with my man, and then you're somehow everyone's grown, but sometimes depending on how much alcohol you have, and you can be influenced, and especially if you're not a drinker, and then you end up in a situation where this man who I feed is the reason why me and you are having problems, because he's bringing around a group of girls to where you guys are at and shit like that. I don't like anything.
That's a different dynamic to add to that.
Yeah, so I don't want to, it's I just like my man to have quality friends. Like, you can tell a lot about a person by their friends. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're successful and your friends aren't, that means that maybe you have a situation where they depend on you. You know what I'm saying? Or you find that you like to be depended on by these people.
Right.
Or you feel like you have a tie to them for some reason, or you feel guilty for elevating and them not. It's so much. It's just so much. I don't like a goddamn thing. So we can end like that. I don't like shit.
I can dig it, boo. I can dig it. You don't like shit.
No.
Oh man. So
I'll say, as far as friends coming over to the house, my guy friends or my brothers, they know don't enter my house if I'm not there.
True.
You sit your ass in the driveway till I get there.
Don't even
We
sit in
ain't
the
got no
driveway.
problem.
Right.
Hell, go run an errand and come back.
Yeah.
When you see my car there, it's cool.
Don't
and that's how I treat my friends.
Right.
I've had plenty of friends that I've known for years, and I've known their old ladies for years, and we cool as hell. But even if she knows I'm coming because he told her, "Hey, Jay gonna stop by," or son gonna stop by, I'm on my way. I never enter their home. I might sit there in the driveway, and depending on if he takes him too long, I'll call him. Hey, where you at?
Right.
because I'm sitting here in your driveway, and I don't want, even though we cool, and I don't think she'll, say anything crazy. I just don't want that vibe with you.
Right.
If I'm true with you and we cool, I'm not even gonna place myself in that position where your old lady even gets the idea to say something crazy.
Right.
Right.
As far as men coming to my house, that my wife knows, I don't appreciate it to a certain extent. Um, Let me take that back. I'll put it to you like this: if you just dropping by, that's a no. That's not gonna fly with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Only way I find that acceptable is if you are coming in from a different country or something like that, and you just passing through.
Yeah, passing through. Don't think
But
you in my shit.
again, you let me know in advance. Hey, this is what's happening.
Right. Right.
This is what's
Right.
going on. I'm cool,
Right.
but don't just pop up in my crib, man. Because you pop up, you might get a eye pop up. So
Right. And you guys can hear me good, right?
Yeah.
You know what else
uh-huh.
I do? You know what else? I do shit like this, y'all. This between I know people listening, but between me and y'all, let me tell y'all something. If male friends are over and I cook something, I make sure that my man's plate looks like a restaurant.
Right.
And I make sure that their plates look like they got it from home cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I'm telling you, I make sure my man has the biggest sandwich.
Right.
I make sure they get a sample of the sandwich he's eating. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I do that
hmm
because it's funny because you can set the respect levels with doing little shit like that. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to be over the top and shit. You can just eat because when you treat your man like that, they know not to fuck with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't ever want no. I care what I wear. What I wear is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm around other people's men, I care what I have on because I can get sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I know that your man is going to be there, I pick the outfit accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much that I do. I don't even laugh too much at your man's jokes. I don't
Right.
care if that shit is tickling me down to my socks. I'll just go hee hee. That's it. I'm not doing that. Don't be laughing too much at my man jokes either. I don't like that shit.
Mm.
But y'all know I don't like shit though.
Right. Oh man. So check it out. We got two more questions before we get up out of here on this one.
All right.
The first one is do you think this is more of an issue when it comes to different cultural backgrounds, or do you think this is generally across the board?
It's across the board because over there in the Middle East, you can't have male friends.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, you
You're
can't have
right
them.
about that.
This
Yeah.
is just an American phenomenon. I don't know. Well, it's just our thing over here. They're not putting up with that shit at other places. They're the same. They're not putting up with that. But
Yeah,
them
that's true.
over there, they're really strict and they're it's ridiculous. But I think in any country, a man would rather his woman have female friends than male friends. If you got,
Yeah.
I would rather my man have, if I was a man, I would rather my woman have, female friends. I wouldn't want her to have male friends. So that's my preference. And I think if put that way, I think everyone would kind of. I think most people would be like, yeah, if no one knew,
Mm-hmm.
if you know what I'm saying, if they didn't want to come across a way and no one knew like the real answer, and you had to check a piece of paper, I think
Mm-hmm.
people would say that they just prefer for their mate to have the same sex as a friend.
Yeah. I can't even dispute that.
Yeah.
I think just for whether you like it or not, I think for peace of mind, as you were saying, you just don't want that. You just don't want that around. You want to be able to, and it's not that it's lingering in your brain or anything like that. You just want to be like, you know what? that's not even an issue in my life that I even have to think about.
Right, but then again, listen, this is a whole different conversation, a whole different podcast. But maybe you do.
Maybe.
And yeah, sometimes I hear them female friends. They know y'all hear a lot, man. I hear a lot. You think all girl trip, going on an all girl trip, man. I hear things go down at all girl trips. So,
See, yeah, that's a whole nother I'm not even going to jump on that because that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation, okay?
Yeah, that's another conversation.
Yeah, that's a sneaky one. That's something different right there.
Yeah, because I was going to throw the question out there. Is it okay for your significant other to go on a vacation with a friend of the opposite sex? But we know that's a goddamn no.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's a no. But again, when it comes to them all girl, all guy trips, unless you got tough skin, I don't suggest you allow that shit to go down like that. But you know, at the same, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave. That's another conversation. I'm gonna leave it alone. So for the last question on this, do y'all think this is an issue more for women or more for men?
I'll say more for women.
I say more for women as well, but nowadays, I think we're trying to be equal with everything, which would never happen. But which I don't want to happen. Actually, I know that's a whole other conversation as well. But you know, what was the question again? My bad.
Is this an issue more for men or women?
Probably women, but any man in the situation will feel the same. In my opinion, most men. Let me say most men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to us most. I mean, more so. But if a man was put in that situation, it would be his problem as well. You know. Imagine that you meet a girl and you talking about her to your partner. Yeah, dog, she cool. She beautiful, educated. You know what I'm saying? Lotion down and shit, lips gloss. But she got she don't got no female friends, man. She said she got all male friends. That is a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, you got to have some female friends.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, you got to have some.
Some people might make you feel like you're insecure because you got a problem. And that's what I'm saying earlier. You can't make me feel insecure about certain things.
Yeah, I mean,
things are what they are, regardless of the emotion.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's a healthy balance, then it's okay. And to speak to the question at hand, as far as it being an issue more for men or women, I feel like it is more of an issue for women, but I think it's a bigger issue for younger men than it is for women overall. Because a lot of younger men, they are insecure. They egos come into play. Their pride comes into play. They always think somebody is. I think for younger men, they more so think somebody's trying to trespass more than women do. Because, full transparency, I used to be like that when I was younger. Nah, I don't want you to have no male friends, or I don't want I don't want you talking to this dude. I don't want this dude looking at you, blah, blah, blah. And as I got older, I was like, why the fuck was I tripping about that shit? Like, nah, I mean, if I seriously feel like that, either we need to have a conversation or I need to be away from you because that's not healthy.
Right. I agree.
Sound so, Lex?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think one, again, it's across the board. And to refer to this one, the reason I think women more so than men, and some may disagree with me, and that's fine. I think to a certain extent, it's harder to find what most women consider a good man.
Oh,
nowadays,
Lord have mercy.
it is a little bit more difficult to find what it is that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only reason I would say that. Men, I think generally, the ones who are mature, or are starting to come into their maturity, they realize and understand that it's not that serious. But when you are dealing with uh, more emotions as a man, then you may find yourself being placed in, that point of view as far as like feeling some kind of way.
Right.
Right. Right. Hmm.
Well said. It was a good conversation. Thank y'all for tuning in and hanging in there with us. T-Lo, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you come back because yeah, we got some more talking to do. But
Yeah, we do.
let the people know where to find you, what you got going on, what you got coming up, and all that good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Instagram at the lover of words _ coming up. I don't really have anything coming up per se, but I am writing a book.
Okay.
So I started to write a book, and I am going to put my poetry down on audiobook.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I hear that when I deliver it in such a soothing way. So I heard that, so I'm going to start the steps for that. And as always, thank you, Soul Toucher, for having me. I this was a great conversation, but you had me at hello. Hello could be your poetry. Say I'm calling you poetry hello, but you had me there, and I really enjoy our connection, and thank you for having me on here. Like, I really appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt. It was a pleasure having you. Hope you come back. Look forward to your audio book because I was telling Son Solex, your voice is fire. You like, oh man, like when you drop your verses, it's like, all right, let me tune in because it's like, what was that? All right, you got me. So definitely look forward to your book and your audio book and anything else that you got coming out. Definitely, if you co-host or host any other events, please think of me. Um,
I will. You are mandatory.
all right then.
Right?
Son Solex, I'll let you go ahead and lead the close out.
All right. Again, thank you, T-Lo, for coming on. This has been very fun. Sorry again to our listeners and our viewers that I wasn't able to actually get on camera today, but business is business. I got to grind. And I will say for all of our new listeners out there, because we've been picking up quite a few, thank you so much. And again, for our continuing listeners, thank you a whole heap, as we say here in the South. But again, you guys can find us at KINGANDEYE369 at gmail.com. Again, that's KingandI369 at gmail.com. You want to come on, you want to chop it up, you got some talking points, you might have some ideas. Just shoot it in and let's get it in.
Hey.
Definitely. And of course, you can find us on whatever podcast platform that you tune into. And you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Patreon. And we keep saying we're going to have some merch coming, but we're going to have it coming. But outside of that, have a good night, everybody. And we out of here.
Peace, family.